What's up, guys? This is Ray. Welcome to Asian Films, and we're here to talk about the 2018 Japanese film The Lies She Loved, directed by Nakae Kazuhito and starring Nagasawa Masami and Takahashi Issey. The story of The Lies She Loved is focused on this couple, Yukari and Kippe, and they've lived together for I think it was like 5 years, the boyfriend and girlfriend for a while. But one day, Kippe falls into a coma due to brain hemorrhaging, and it's at this time when Yukari visits the hospital that she learns that Kippe isn't exactly who he said he's been for the past 5 years. She gets informed of this information from the police who visit Kippe while he's in the hospital, and it's at his name isn't even Kippe, it's something else. And Yukari decides, she's distraught with disbelief, for 5 years. Who the hell have I been dating? Who the hell have I been living with? So she hires a private investigator in an effort to learn who Kippe is, and it leads her down this rabbit hole into unsolving the mystery of who her boyfriend really is. So as far as the positives are concerned with The Lies She Loved, I thought the performances were entertaining. I mean, everyone for the most part delivered entertaining performances, especially Nagasawa Masami. I don't think she's ever really bad in the roles that she plays, and she's always cute, and I think she was definitely the highlight of this movie. And maybe that's just me speaking out of bias, because I love watching her whenever she performs. She's definitely an actress I try to look out for, and I definitely thought the premise of the story is interesting. It's a good setup for a very interesting mystery thriller kind of story, and it eventually evolves into sort of a road trip story, because Yukari and the PI Maibara, they get informed that that Kippe is originally from, I forgot exactly where. It's definitely far away from where they're actually lived in, but they have to travel quite far to get to Kippe's hometown, and it turns into a road trip story. And I thought this movie shared several tropes that are featured in road trip stories, and it combined that with this whole mystery angle, and I thought it made for an interesting premise. And some of these tropes include the characters bickering with each other as they go along. Just at a point, they just can't stand each other because of their conflicting personalities, or even some of the opinions they have. It has all of that in this story. And of course, this is part of the way these characters develop. Eventually, Yukari and Maibara become allies in their struggles, and also in their journey to uncover this mystery, because the more even Maibara, the PI, the more he dives into it, the more he gets invested into it, and it's interesting to see, as the tension builds up, just what's going to happen next. And the chemistry between Yukari and Maibara is definitely one of the pluses, in my opinion. It was fun to see them two interact with each other, and you definitely feel a bond between them by the end of the journey. And I think what adds to the believability of it all is how similar their backgrounds are to each other. Yukari has trust issues because of what happened to Kippe, and Maibara, he actually has trust issues which led to his divorce. And it's them, both of them together, they have to confront their own trust issues to overcome their struggles as part of their character development. So as far as the negatives are concerned with The Lies She Loved, I thought many scenes kind of dragged. It was quite slow, and it kind of took me out of the movie at certain times, because you get invested in this mystery, and then during crucial moments, it just slows down. You get just taken out of the story for a little bit. I mean, it picks back up, but I think this movie has more slow moments than I would like to have had. It's not much else, but I think what the biggest gripe I had with this movie is that I was expecting a totally different story. And if you watch the trailers, they don't spoil anything in the trailers, thank goodness. But it leads you on to believe that you're going to be experiencing a mystery thriller. This movie is very far from that. This movie starts off as a mystery thriller, don't get me wrong, but the way the story plays out from about the halfway point, it turns more into a mystery drama. It definitely has elements that matches more of a drama than a thriller. It's the furthest you can get from being a thriller. And what kind of makes this a big bummer to me is because this has so many setups. That way it could easily be a mystery thriller. I mean, even Kawaii Rina, she's in this movie. You get to see a little bit of her in the trailer, and she gets introduced as this mysterious girl who kind of stalks the home of Yukari and Kippe. You don't know why. You don't know exactly why, but then later on they kind of just drop her character, and she was important for a little bit towards the beginning, but then they just dropped her and she is no longer really relevant. And it was kind of a bummer because the reason why she was important, I think that was the first indicator this definitely wasn't going to be a thriller. But don't get me wrong, the way the movie played out, it wasn't exactly bad, as what I would consider negative. It's just that the way that I was misled into believing that this was a mystery thriller, that was the negative point. I was expecting. I was watching this movie expecting this kind of movie, but I got this kind of movie, and that was a huge bummer for me. But I think overall, what do I have to say about The Lies She Loved? That movie was okay. There are many parts that I enjoyed about it. There were a lot of parts I thought were meh, or kind of, like I said, boring or just slow, and I just wanted the movie to move along. But I think it was genuinely an interesting mystery story. And, the mystery was great to use as a background for Yukari's development. Does she really love Kippei, despite him lying about everything regarding his identity? It's about a woman confronting her love of her significant other and questioning whether it actually or genuinely exists. Do I recommend this movie? Nah, it's okay. I mean, you don't have to watch it. I don't think you're really missing much if you miss out on the story. It's not a movie I would go out of my way to watch, but it's okay. It's not a bad movie, but it's definitely not a movie strong enough for me to recommend watching. But yes, those are just my thoughts on The Lies She Loved. What did you guys think? Please let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this movie, please leave a like. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you really dig my content, please know you can support Asian Films via Patreon from as little as $1. And guys, please join our Discord. We're waiting to connect with everyone and talk about Asian movies. And yes, that's about it for me, everyone. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again in the next video. Take it easy.